He says, come here, hand on the door frame, pulls you back like it's some kind of game. Every exit turns into a dare, your name in his mouth like a quick little prayer. You keep packing, he keeps laughing, calls it passion, calls it love. But your chest keeps quiet cracking like a window from above. He pulls you closer every time you try to leave. Every goodbye gets tangled in this sleep. The bruise is emotional, but it blooms in color. Purple in your patience, yellow in your cover. The bruise is emotional, but it blooms in color. You're fading in his arms and he just holds you tighter. Phone face down, friends all think you're fine. You edit every story till it almost sounds like mine. Yeah, he gets a little loud, but he means well. You keep turning down the volume on your own hell. You keep shrinking, he keeps drinking. Says you're thinking way too much, but your heart keeps silent screaming every time he feels your touch. He pulls you closer every time you try to leave. Every goodbye gets tangled in this sleep. The bruise is emotional, but it blooms in color. Purple in your promise, yellow in your cover. The bruise is emotional, but it blooms in color. You're fading in his arms and he just holds you tighter. Yeah. What if love looked like space to breathe? What if I can't let your hands run free? Can you picture your own shoulders, warm and safe on a different street? He pulls you closer every time you try to leave. But there's a door frame shaking when you breathe. The bruise is emotional, it still blooms in color. But this time every shade is you choosing another. The bruise was emotional and it bloomed in color. You're walking out the door and you don't let him touch you. No. He says, I'll walk you home. Checks the lock, keeps your phone. Says it's just in case, you know. Coat on the back room chair, his name in all your mail. Every exit marked with care, but only from his side. He calls himself protective, like a blessing, like a shield. But every door you touch only swings one way. Baby, I'm obsessive, 'cause I love you, I'm your safe. But every time you try, the handle doesn't change. He calls himself protective. You just call it one way. He keeps your spare set safe, so you never lose your keys. Tracks your little blue dot like it's proof that you believe. Friends' names fade from your screen, that one never liked me. Funny how concern can sound like closing metal seams. He calls himself protective, like a blessing, like a shield. But every door you touch only swings one way. Baby, I'm obsessed. handle doesn't change. He calls himself protective. You just call it one way. What if care left a crack of air? What if love opened more than it closed? If you need permission just to breathe and move, is it danger out there or the danger you hold? He calls himself protective, like a blessing, like a shield, but every door you touch only swings one way. You pack one bag so quiet, heart pounding in the frame. Tonight you push so hard that old hinge finally breaks. I still call it protective. You'll just call it escape. He's sweeping up glass, calling it worship. Blood on his thumb, he says, that's just proof. Frames on the floor, pictures still smiling. He laughs, it was time for better view. He would call it devotion, even while it destroys the room. Says it feels like an ocean as the walls lean in and the ceiling moves. Every crack, every bruise is a promise he refuses to lose. The language of danger keeps borrowing from love. Circles my wrist, counting my heartbeats. Soft as a sermon, sharp as a dare, says this is protection from all that could hurt you. But he's the one breathing fire in the air. He would call it devotion, even while it destroys the room. Says it feels like you. No one else gets you like I do. Sounds like gold till it sounds like a corner. You pay me into map out my moves, so you're always right on cue. No one else gets you like I do. Starts to feel like I belong to you. Is this love or leverage? Is this trust or leverage? You read me like a message you already wrote. I'm so tired of the blessing that I never chose. No one else gets you like I do. Used to feel like a soft place to fall. Now it's something I outgrew. I learned my shape somewhere past your point of view. 'Cause no one else gets you like I do. Shouldn't mean there's no way to leave you. Pin to a map, green dot on a glass blue sky. Just checking you're safe. He says it like a lullaby. At first it felt like flowers. All these eyes on my lane. Now it's tiny red numbers tattooing my name. You know my radius down to the meter. Every back road, every bar, every feeder. Used to feel magic, now it's a vice. You don't love me, you just love the precision, precision. Cutting my life to a line. Precision, precision. I used to call it divine. Screenshot at midnight. Why'd you leave home at 10? Typing, erasing. What can I say again? You call it just caring. I call it a lens on my day. Turn my phone on airplane just to breathe on the way. You know my radius down to the meter. Every shortcut, every turn, every heater. Used to feel magic, now it's a vice. You don't love me, you just love the precision, precision. Marking my moves like a crime. Precision, precision. Measured in pings every time. Was it ever a choice or just a quiet consent? I said share for the week, and now you track every moment. If I disappear, will you even see me when I'm finally off your screen? You know my radius down to the meter. Every silence, every spark, every fever. Used to feel magic, now it's a vice. You don't love me, you just love the precision, precision. Cutting my world into squares. Precision, precision. I'm turning it all if you care. He learned her coffee order and all her sisters' names. He's saving screenshots of her stories like tiny picture frames. He says he loves her freckles more than the summer sun. He's practicing a future she never really spun. He wants her whole life, more than her attention. Plans in his pocket she never even but she just calls it love. He's circling apartments they'd maybe move into. He jokes about their children like it's something that they'll do. She laughs and changes subject, scrolls through a different dream. He's already at their wedding, she's still picking out her jeans. He wants her whole life, more than her attention. Maps on his phone to places she's not stepping. That should scare her more than it does, more than it does. But she just calls it love. Maybe she's too tired to read the warning signs. Maybe being wanted feels safer than her mind. He says you're all I'll ever need, and it lands so light, like it could never crush her quiet life. He wants her whole life, more than her reflection. Promises piled like boxes in the bedroom. That should scare more than it does, more than it does. She smiles and calls it love. You pour your coffee like it's evidence. Steam curls up from the scene of the crime. You laugh too loud at the smallest things, like you're choking down what's stuck in your mind. We hold our tongues like they're loaded. One wrong word and we both explode. Still we dance on the same thin line, splitting truth from the lies we told. This whole love story lies on the edge of something ugly. That edge keeps shining like gold, like gold, like gold. We're one bad night away from breaking what we barely hold. But somehow every crack we make still shines, still shines like gold. You say I'm fine with your keys in your hand, like a getaway car waiting at the door. I say come here, but my pride jumps in. I built that wall you've seen before. We kiss like people, signing contracts, hope and fear on the same old page. We light each other and we burn ourselves, but we can't stop playing with the flame. This whole love story lies on the edge of something ugly. That edge keeps shining like gold, like gold, like gold. We're one bad night away from breaking what we barely She reads the message, lets the screen go dark. Blue light gone, but it burned a mark. Thumb on the glass, but she pulls it back. Heart in her throat, but her spine stays flat. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, won't speak, just her breath in the room. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. Name on the phone, face in her mind. Every old answer she could still type. Clock on the wall ticks like a dare, but she owns the pause like a folding chair. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, won't speak, just a breath in the room. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. Maybe she calls back later. Maybe she says what she meant. But this small, still space in a shaking hand is the first thing she's claimed for herself. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, won't speak, just a breath in the room. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. He says, come here, hand on the door frame. Pulls you back like it's some kind of game. Every exit turns into a dare. Your name in his mouth like a quick little prayer. You keep packing, he keeps laughing. Calls it passion, calls it love. But your chest keeps quiet, cracking like a window from above. He pulls you closer every time you try to leave. Every goodbye gets tangled in his sleeve. The bruise is emotional, but it blooms in color. Purple in your patience, yellow in your cover. The bruise is emotional, but it blooms in color. You're fading in his arms, and he just holds you tighter. Oh. Phone face down, friends will think you're fine. You edit every story till it almost sounds like mine. Yeah, he gets a little loud, but he means well. You keep turning down the volume on your own hell. You keep shrinking, he keeps drinking. Says you're thinking way too much, but your heart keeps silent, screaming every time he feels your touch. He pulls you closer every time you try to leave. Every goodbye gets tangled in his sleeve. The bruise is emotional, but it blooms in color. Purple in your promise, yellow in your cover. The bruise is emotional, but it blooms in color. You're fading in his arms, and he just holds you tighter. What if love looked like space to breathe? What if care let your hands run free? Can you picture your own shoulders, warm and safe on a different street? He pulls you closer every time you try to leave, but there's a door frame shaking when you breathe. The bruise is emotional, it still blooms in color. But this time every shade is you choosing another. The bruise was emotional, and it bloomed in color. You're walking out the door, and you don't let him touch you. Oh, oh, oh. You say you change, same shrug, same half smile. You drop that I'm sorry like it's just another line. My name on your tongue, taste practice, taste right. You fold your arms so your hands don't have to try. You say sorry in the same tone you used to lie, like a script you learn by heart but not by mind. And my heart still reaches for the version you were, or swore you were, that better guy. You say sorry in the same tone you used to lie. I still see us in that old blue hoodie. Rain on your windshield, you swore you'd drive carefully. You once held my fear like glass in your hands. Now you just hold onto your defense. You say sorry in the same tone you used to lie, like a script you learn by heart but not by mind. And my heart still reaches for the version you were, or swore you were, that better guy. You say sorry in the same tone you used to lie. Maybe you meant it once upon a time. Maybe I painted halos over warning signs. Now every sorry hits that same flat line, and I can't tell where the truth ends this time. You say sorry in the same tone you used to lie, like a script you learn by heart but not by mind. say sorry in the same tone you used to lie. Your name on his keychain, your face in his cracked phone. He calls it protection, you call it your home. Hands on your shoulders, stay close, don't roam. He clips your wings, then calls it our song. He keeps your heart in his pocket like a promise, worn and folded and next to all his change. You mistake the weight for warmth upon your chest, call the tightening a shelter from the rain. He keeps your heart in his pocket like it's priceless, but locks you in the line and just the same. You mistake the pressure for safety and tell yourself it's love, not a cage. He checks where you're sleeping, counts every I'm fine. You trade all your daylight for space in his mind. Friends say, are you shrinking? You laugh it away, say this is devotion while you fade to gray. He keeps your heart in his pocket like a promise, worn and folded next to all his change. You mistake the weight for warmth upon your chest, call the tightening a shelter from the rain. He keeps your heart in his pocket like it's priceless, but locks you in the line and just the same. You mistake the pressure for safety and tell yourself it's love, not a cage. What if love is open hands, not a list of where you stand? What if care is letting go, not a map of who you are? When you finally feel the bruise of a life that's getting small, you pull your heart back from his pocket and remember it was yours through it all. He keeps your heart in his pocket like a promise, worn and folded and next to all his change. You mistake the weight for warmth upon your chest, call the tightening a shelter from the rain. He keeps your heart in his pocket like it's priceless, but locks you in the line and just the same. You thought the pressure meant safety, now you're learning that your pulse means escape. Tapping brakes on a bad idea. You say it's fine, just take it slow. Measure pills out half the dosage, same poison, smaller glow. Reading labels on your temper, like that turns venom into rain. You're counting to 10 in the doorway, still walking back into the flame. Controlling slow motion still breaks the same bones. We just learned to name the fracture while pretending we've grown. Controlling slow motion still cuts to the same stone. It just takes longer to admit it's home. You color code your excuses, file every outburst in a drawer. drafting apologies in your head before my key hits the door. You trade shouting for silence, call it progress, call it grace, but a quiet shove is still a shove, just leaves a cleaner face. Control in slow motion still breaks the same bones. We just learned to name the fracture while pretending we've grown. Control in slow motion still cuts to the same stone. It just takes longer to admit it's home. How many days can a crack hold shape before the whole thing caves? Oh, how many times can you say I've changed while everything stays the same? Control in slow motion still breaks the same bones. We just learn to sign the exit on the cast that you own. Control in slow motion still cuts to the same stone. It just takes longer to admit it's home. You said, text me when you're home, then share your location. Tiny locks in every line, disguises dedication. You count the nights like favors owed, you call it keeping score. My name sounds strange in your mouth, like something that you own. Your care sounds like rules to me. Every baby feels like promise you'll obey. You say it is love, my body pulls away. Your touch writes my schedule down, tries to tell my heartbeat what to say. You swear this is love, but my body says otherwise anyway. You hold the door there, hold my time, rewrite plans you never asked. Just worried as you scan my clothes and edit out my past. You plant your hands around my waist like fences in wet ground. Call it home, call it forever. I just hear your na-na loud. Your care sounds like rules to me. Every baby feels like promise you'll obey. You say it is love, my body pulls away. Your touch writes my schedule down, tries to tell my heartbeat what to say. You swear this is love, but my body says otherwise anyway. If this is what loving you cost, why does it feel like it lost? Why does my spine go stiff when you say my full name? If this is your version of safe, why does my pulse try to escape? How come my skin flinches every time you say it's just my way? Your care sounds like rules to me. Every baby feels like promise you'll obey. You say it is love, my body pulls away. Your touch writes my schedule down, tries to tell my heartbeat what to say. You swear this is love, but my body says otherwise anyway. lipstick on his sleeve. She laughs like it's a rerun. He still wants to believe. Cold coffee on the counter, keys already in her hand. She's halfway to the doorway. He still thinks he can stand. She looks like a beautiful disaster, moves like she already knows the ending. He still asks for one more scene, one last frame where she is staying. Freeze this fall and stop the screen. Slow that look that says she's leaving. Beautiful disaster on repeat. He keeps begging for one more scene, one more scene, one more. Her jacket on the chair, her promise on the floor, her shadows in the hallway, longer than it was before. She's smiling like a secret. He's shaking in his skin. She's written all the credits. He's asking, can we start again? She looks like a beautiful disaster, moves like she already knows the ending. He still asks for one more scene, one last frame where she is staying. Freeze this fall and stop the screen. Slow that look that says she's leaving. Beautiful disaster on repeat. He keeps begging for one more scene, just one more. He winds every word, every touch, every fight. Pauses on her turning like he could hold the light. But the real keeps burning through his hands, through his dreams. She's walking from the picture, he's still lost inside the scene. She looks like a beautiful disaster, moves like she already knows the ending. He still asks for one more scene, one last frame where she is staying. Freeze this fall and stop the screen. Slow that look that says she's leaving. Beautiful disaster, final reel. He keeps begging for one more scene. One look and the sidewalks shrink. All the noise we drink turns to a hallway hush. Crosswalk, hanging by a thread. Every stranger's head turns like a slow motion crash. One look turns a whole city into a smaller place. Every window, every building folding into your face. Chaos can start with eye contact and good timing. or did timing play the part? Oh, every heartbeat throwing sparks in the dark. If I look away now, does it all stay the same? Or does every street sign start spelling out your name? One look turns the whole city into a smaller place. Every window, every building folding into your face. Chaos can start with eye contact and good timing. You rewind me, you define me with a glance that keeps rewinding. His name lands in the room like a glass on the table, half full, half shaken. She said, barely above her breath, like she's lighting a candle in a house that's already blazing. His name's a prayer and a problem on her tongue at the same time. Every syllable asking for mercy, every vowel crossing a line. She rolls it slow like it might save her, or pull the floor out from under too. His name's a prayer and a problem, and somehow both feel true. She laughs right after she says it, too sharp, too quick, like she heard herself confess. Eyes down, tracing the rim of her cup, as if she could draw a circle big enough to keep him out, keep him close. His name's a prayer and a problem on her tongue at the same time. Every syllable asking for mercy, every vowel crossing a line. She rolls it slow like it might save her, or pull the floor out from under too. His name's a prayer and a problem, and somehow both feel true. How can four small letters drag a whole past into the room? How can one soft sound feel like hope and a bruise? His name's a prayer and a problem on her tongue at the same time. Every syllable asking for mercy, every vowel crossing a line. She rolls it slow like it might save her, or pull the floor out from under too. His name's a prayer and a problem, and somehow both feel true. She reads the message, lets the screen go dark. Blue light gone, but it burned a mark. Thumb on the glass, but she pulls it back. Heart in her throat, but her spine stays flat. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, just her breath in the room. For a minute, silence feels like power, holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. Name on the phone, face in her mind. Every old answer she could still type. Clock on the wall ticks like a dare, but she owns the pause like a folding chair. For a minute, silence feels like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, won't speak, just her breath in the room. For a minute, silence feels like power, holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. Maybe she calls back later, maybe never. Maybe she says what she meant, or says that. But the small still space in her shaking hands is the first thing she's claimed for herself. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, won't speak, just her breath in the room. For 1 minute, silence feels like power, holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. His laugh gets loud when she walks past. He leans in close to every word. Eyes never leaving the room she's in, but yours are the ones that burn. He folds concern like paper cranes, leaves them scattered on your chair. Jealousy hides in silence and smiles that look like care. You say he's just like that, he just worries it's fine. But you taste something bitter every time he's kind. Little cuts in the kindness, little ghosts in the air. Jealousy hides in silence and smiles that look like care. He pours your glass, he saves your seat. He laughs at jokes you barely made. Ask about your longest day, but watches every move she makes. You hold your breath at the table, feel your pulse in your chair. All these small, soft gestures are starting to feel like flares. You say he's just like that, he just worries it's fine. But you taste something bitter every time he's kind. Little cuts in the kindness, little ghosts in the air. Jealousy hides in silence and smiles that look like care. Maybe you're wrong, maybe it's you, or maybe that look is telling the truth. If love is a language, you're saying too much with casual glances and lingering touch. You say he's just like that, he just worries it's fine. But you taste something bitter every time he's kind. Little cuts in the kindness, little ghosts everywhere. Jealousy hides in silence and smiles that say they care. keys on the counter. You slip them into your fist. Say, I just worry about you, and seal it all with a kiss. Your hand on my shoulder, guiding me through the door. You say it's only because you love me. I start counting exits on the floor. You call it protection, I hear a lock turning. Love like a secret, love like a warning. It was a garden, now it's a golden cage. You hold me so gently, I'm still trapped, all the same. Friends in my phone, you scroll like it's evidence. Baby, I'm only checking 'cause I get so anxious. You draw the curtains, say the world is too loud. Your arms feel safe till I notice I never see the crowd. You call it protection, I hear a lock turning. Love like a secret, love like a warning. It was a garden, now it's a golden cage. You hold me so gently, I'm still trapped, all the same. When did sweet concern turn into curfews and conditions? When did all your questions start to sound like accusations? I miss the girl who ran head first into every open space. Now I rehearse excuses just to leave this place. You call it protection,